Joining me now is UFC bantamweight Kris Moutinho, who had some big news yesterday. He's back October 23rd versus Aaron Phillips. Kris, man, how excited are you to have your return fight on the books?
Yeah, man, I'm really excited. And just get to go in there, make up for the last one, and show the world who I am. That's it.
And I guess what have the past few weeks been like for you since your win? Obviously, you kind of blew up. You became a fan favorite overnight, and it looks like this the popularity has continued, judging by the traffic that we got on your story, social media. So is it nice to see that the love has continued? It wasn't just a one-hit wonder, so to speak.
Yeah, man, and I see what you said there. The win. It wasn't a win, man. Listen, man. I'm just excited, man. The fan stuff, that's cool, but that's not what I get up for. You know what I mean? I like to fight. You know what I mean? I like to fight. This is everything I've ever wanted to do, man. Is just show everybody, make a living with my fists and do what I love. And what I love is to punch people in the face. So I'm just excited, man. All the fans and all that stuff is just a bonus.
Yeah, and it all happened so quick. You took that fight on short notice, and it seems like everybody online is defending you. You've definitely become very popular, despite the loss, so to speak. Like that, a lot of fans have been gained despite that being a loss. I'm sure you've seen all the nice comments people have said. But one of the things that was kind of a little bit of a criticism was people were saying, "Oh, why is he coming back so soon? That was a tough fight." I guess physically, have you been feeling like fine? Like, can you just explain that a little bit? The kind of quick turnaround.
Yeah, man. The quick turnaround. I didn't plan on coming back so quick. I planned on maybe the end of the year, maybe next year. But it's you can't really say no in these situations. You know what I mean? It's a good fight. It's a tough kid. They're giving me plenty of time. They're giving me 2 months to prepare. I didn't have many injuries. You know what I mean? My toe was a little banged up, and everything else was pretty good. Man, I healed up pretty quick. So. And I've been training nonstop, so there's really no reason for me to say no. And if I start saying no now, then who knows what they give me next time? You know what I mean? So I'm just ready to go out there, have a good camp, and show everybody that I know how to move my head. I'm not just a punching bag.
And the head trauma aspect of it, I mean, did you feel like maybe it was worse than it looked, so to speak? Like, was a lot of it, on the outside more than the inside? Like, have you felt? I guess how long did it take you to recover after that?
Oh yeah, it definitely looked worse than it was, man. Like I went to the ER right after that, and they said they didn't even think I had a concussion for the most part. You know what I mean? I took whatever it was, 160 punches, 170 punches, whatever there was. I didn't really have headaches. I didn't throw up. Nothing really happened, man. I'm built to take punches, I guess. So that's just what it is.
Yeah, you're certainly built, as we saw that last fight, but it's obviously not something I think you would like to have happen this one. Has that been like a main focus for you to kind of work on that? Do you feel like that it was just, the short notice opportunity and fighting such a long guy that was the issue? What have you kind of tacked up that loss to?
Man, we're always trying to get better, and that's what it is. I've worked on some of the flaws I feel like everybody thinks I have, and other than that, man, it was just the situation of the fight. You know what I mean? I had 10 days. I allowed things that I don't usually like do. I just kind of just wanted to hit the kid so much, man, that it wasn't even like I wasn't even trying to move myself. I knew I was going to walk forward, and this kid wasn't going to put me down, man. And that was the whole thing. You know what I mean? I usually feint a lot more. I usually use my wrestling a little bit more. And there was other things I would have done differently if I could go back in time, but we can't go back in time, man. We just gotta push forward and make up for the things that happened in the last fight.
And I know this matchup in particular was something that seemed to really interest you and your team. What do you like about it? Do you know much about Aaron, or have you studied him at all?
No, man, I don't really care. Realistically, I let my team figure that stuff out. They think it's a good fight, and he probably thinks I'm an easy fight. So it's gonna be cool. You know what I mean? He's a tough kid. They're all tough. If they made it to the UFC, they're obviously tough, man. All I know about the kid is he's a decent striker, good taekwondo guy, and he's got a decent ground game, man. So we're gonna see, man. I don't really ever worry about what they got or what they don't have. It's just my job to go out there and fight, and I've been fighting for a very long time, and I know how to do that. So I'm just excited. Everybody else can worry about me, and I'll just go fight.
And I think I interviewed your manager Tyson Chartier shortly after your fight. He was saying that, he thought that maybe a move to flyweight would be even something you would be interested in. Is that something you think is in the cards? Like, was that in consideration at all for this move?
Yeah, so that was the reason I just came back from actually just coming back from Vegas and talking to the PI guys and the dietitians and the nutritionists. So they don't think it's probably the best move to go down to 25 for my body and for the things. Who knows down the road what we do, we figure something out. Right now I'm just focused on making myself the best 35er I could possibly be and go from there, man. I'm not scared of anybody. I feel good at 35. I might be the small guy, but David and the Goliath story always comes out pretty good. So I think I'll take that.
And what do you think fans should expect to see out of this one from you, perhaps that we didn't get to see with the short notice, the matchup, all the craziness that went on in your first fight?
Man, just all those people worrying about that stuff. They just stay tuned, man. You're gonna see a fire. You're gonna see fire. Man, every fight I do, win, lose, or draw is exciting, and I'm excited, man. I can't wait to go out there and put on another show for you guys.
Real question is, will the green hair stick around, or are we switching colors? I know you've had different ones throughout your career. What are we thinking for this one?
Yeah, we got a new one for you, but it's a surprise. You know what I mean? I can't be telling you the secrets before it happens, or nobody's gonna be as excited, man. You just stay tuned. It's gonna be cool, man. It comes out in a couple. It comes out in a couple weeks. So no more green hair. Sorry, everybody.
And how do you like decide that? Is it just like whatever mood you're feeling, like, oh, or do you try to switch it up? Is every fight different, or how do you kind of decide?
It started out of boredom. You know what I mean? I was COVID. There wasn't much to do, and wasn't really no fights were coming up. So I just got a little bored. I started just dyeing my hair, thinking it would be cool. And then it just kept snowballing. I did like every color. I did blue, pink, red, all the colors. So green was like one of the last ones. So now it's just like I get my girl gets super mad at me because like I send my hairdresser just like cartoons, and she's like, you're not really supposed to do that shit. Like you can't really dye people's hair off cartoons. It's not a good reference. So. But that's what I send her. So I like anime and all that shit. So I take like colors off that.
I guess my last question, I know you're not looking past. You just got your second UFC fight, but do you have any sort of goals you're kind of trying to set for yourself here? A certain number of fights that you're trying to keep up this clip, or you trying to make your way towards the title by a certain time? What's kind of the outlook for Kris Moutinho in the UFC now that you're here?
Dude, I've said it a few times, man. My goal is to end my career here. You know what I mean? My goal is not so much make it this way or make it this by this amount of time. My goal is to be putting on a performance every fight and make my career so great that I can end up in the Hall of Fame and whatever it is. I want to be a world champion. I want to be in the Hall of Fame. I want to end my career on my own terms, and when I'm ready to retire, I retire. Not because I wasn't good enough or I wasn't. It's when I'm ready, and I believe I'll be a world champion at 35 or whatever weight class I'm in. So I'm just excited, man. Just it's gonna be a slow ride. I'm not in any rush to make it there. You're gonna see it though.
And actually, one more for you. I know you just talked about the Hall of Fame, the legacy that builds. I think, regardless of what you do in your career, people will look at that OMalley fight as part of your legacy, how you stepped up, how you were tough, how you weren't afraid of him, things like that. Is a rematch something that you would ever like want? Is that a goal you're setting for yourself, or do you not really have that build from like that need for that second fight?
Dude, as a man, it's always like gonna be in the back of my head. You know what I mean? Like I'm a very prideful person. I'm a prideful Portuguese kid. You know what I mean? I always want to get it back, but I'm not worried about it, man. If it ever comes, if I ever work my way back, I gotta win fights first. That's the most important part. Get these wins and show everybody I'm worth more than just what they saw the last fight, man. I'm glad everybody enjoyed the last fight and everybody loved it, man. But it still hurts me. You know what I mean? Every time I can't even watch it anymore. I can't even watch. I watched it a couple times and it was too much, man. I never want to be known. I don't want to be known as the guy who just takes ass whoopings. You know what I mean? I'm a fighter. I've been fighting for a very long time, and I put on shows. And and y'all are gonna see this. Y'all are gonna see it.
Well, I appreciate the time, Kris. Good luck on October 23rd, and I'm excited for the future, man.
No, thank you, man. I appreciate you having me on.